Good morning and welcome to the Dumpster Fire 4.0, part of AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I am Josh. How are we doing here today on this lovely little Tuesday? It is the Tuesday of the week of Thanksgiving. Yes, we have made it. There's only a handful of weeks left. I'm already noticing campus is a little bit emptier today, which I can't really say I blame people. I mean, a lot of people are traveling. If you are, stay safe out there. There's going to be some crazy weather throughout parts of the country this entire week. Even here in Colorado, we're expecting some wild weather this weekend, which can potentially put a pause on people's holiday plans, especially if they are planning on being, for example, outside, or if they are planning to, or maybe who knows, if you're a snowboarder, skier, it might just be perfect weather for you. But I digress. Let's go ahead and get a quick check here of your weather on this lovely, lovely Tuesday. Currently in Fort Lupton, we are looking at 45 degrees with a high of 56, a low of 29, sunny skies, and wind gusts of up to 9 miles per hour. Currently in Loveland, we are looking at 54 degrees, a high of 56. Excuse me there, folks. A low of 32, sunny skies, wind gusts of up to 2 miles per hour. Currently in Windsor, we are looking at 43 degrees, a high of 56, a low of 26, sunny skies, wind gusts of a whopping 2 miles per hour. And on the home campus of Greeley, we are looking at 49 degrees, a high of 56, a low of 24, sunny skies, wind gusts of up to 7 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little chillier, a little better than some of these other days. Thankfully, there's no snow yet. Keyword there, yet. Let's actually go ahead and get a check of your weather here for over the next couple of days here in Greeley. So apparently Friday, there is potentially a chance of snow showers up to 1 inch of snow, which isn't that bad, honestly. I've dealt with far worse before. I believe we all have, but it's going to be cold. Saturday and Sunday night are going to be very, very cold. So just be prepared for that. If you're going to be heading out, make sure you dress warm, have plenty of warm liquids. We got a great show here for you today. We're going to be a little bit more festive, a little bit more upbeat on this episode of the Dumpster Fire. Janice should be getting in here shortly. But in the meantime, we'll go ahead and kick it back to the music. We're actually going to try out a new drink here on the show. Well, I shouldn't say new because a legend from 2007 has returned to us. Stay tuned. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Up next, we got Get Lucky by Daft Punk featuring Pharrell Williams. This is AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. And welcome back to the Dumpster Fire 4.0, part of AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I am Josh. I am here with Janice.
Yep, I'm back.
Janice is back. We are back on this fun little Thanksgiving week episode of the Dumpster Fire. It's been a little bit of a hectic week. I mean, we had a lot going on, especially like in the sports world right now. The Broncos etched out a win over the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. We had 2 primetime games this week. We were playing on Monday night against the Bills, and then we had the Vikings, and we managed to beat them both. 2 teams that everybody thought were going to smoke us. We just somehow managed to squeeze out a win, but I'm not complaining. We are 5-5. We are at 500. First time we've been at 500, oh God, in a while.
Yeah.
In a while.
We are now, and we are ranked number 2 in the AFC West, baby.
That is right. We are second place in the AFC West right now, so I'm just saying if we can keep this momentum going, we have a chance. As to whether or not we get a playoff spot, that'll be hard to that's going to be tricky. But at the same time, if we can just end up with a better record, or at the very least a winning record, that would be better than definitely anything that we've had the last couple of years.
For real.
For real, though. I mean, last night was quite a bit of an interesting ride on Monday Night Football. We had the Super Bowl rematch. We had the Eagles and the Chiefs. Third quarter, no one did anything, which was kind of weird.
Third quarter was so boring.
Third quarter, no joke, I started playing RoboCop. I was like, okay.
Dude, I was playing pool.
You were playing pool. I was playing RoboCop.
That's how bored you were you started playing RoboCop?
I mean, I was going to play it anyway, but how do I say this? I was like, oh, maybe I'll play a little bit after the game, but then seeing how the third quarter was going, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start playing now.
Because the way that game looks, it looks like a time killer game. Like if there's literally nothing else going on. Your games are updating.
Yeah.
You put on RoboCop.
Pretty much. But also,
honestly,
how do I say
that's
this?
how the movies are too.
But also, I mean, like, I actually thoroughly enjoy the game. Like, the game knows, how do I say this? It knows what it is. You're RoboCop. There's bad guys. Go. That's literally it.
At least
they
didn't put like explosive hype into the game.
Oh
like,
yeah,
you're
no.
thinking like it's gonna be this high action packed game. I'm like, this is RoboCop we're talking about.
It does have definitely some awesome action. Like a lot of the shooting sequences are actually really crazy. And we just had Noah coming in and joining us here in Le Studio. How you doing there, Noah? Noah says, eh.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh. Technical difficulties, folks. But in the meantime, we are getting also closer and closer to the Game Awards, which, fun fact, I totally forgot on the computer in the studio. I had the page pulled up with all the nominees, and I forgot to close the tab, so I'm still looking at it right now.
We are looking at Best RPG.
Yeah, I left it on Best RPG, which I was like...
Which we talked about last week.
Which we did, although it's still going to be tricky. I mean, we have a few weeks. People are still getting their votes in more and more. Game of the year, now it just seems like it really is just going to be the battle between Tears of the Kingdom and Baldur's Gate. That seems like it's going to be the main battle.
Yeah, I still say the sleeper one is Alan Wake 2.
Alan Wake 2 might be the sleeper hit in there. Spider-Man 2 may get a lot of momentum, especially right now because PlayStation was smart. One of the Black Friday bundles that they're doing for the PS5, there's two bundles. You can either get one that comes with Modern Warfare 3, which
ew.
But they're doing the other one that comes with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like a more expensive bundle. It's just the Black Friday bundle, so it's the 500, so you're not paying extra. So you save yourself $70 if you get either one because you don't have to buy either game.
Yeah, exactly.
I know Xbox is doing some crazy deals on the Series X as well.
They're also doing a crazy promotion right now, actually.
They are.
For the upcoming movie in December, Wonka.
Yeah.
They're doing like a prize thing.
The chocolate like themed Xbox, which was crazy.
And an actual chocolate controller. That's actual chocolate, but it looks like an Xbox controller.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then was it the Sonic one that they did like the fuzzy controller?
Get closer to the mic, Noah.
Yeah, gotta get closer to the mic, Noah.
you gotta get.
Yeah, you gotta practically eat the mic, Noah.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes. It's going to be absolutely just it's insanity, honestly. I mean, anytime I hear like the edible chocolate controller, I think of that one scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory where he builds the emperor a whole palace out of chocolate, and he was like, "Oh, you got to start eating it right now."
That one was
and the
so
emperor,
weird.
The emperor's just like, "I intend to live in this," and then like a few months later, it falls apart. I mean, it's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, but can we be honest? Gene Wilder was a better Willy Wonka.
I think he did.
He preferred Johnny Depp's because Johnny Depp's is how he imagined him in the book.
Yeah.
But I would say performance-wise, Gene Wilder did a better job, even just with his entrance.
Wilder had that
yeah.
weird. He had definitely that.
Like Wilder had like. Yeah, Wilder had that.
Really
Wilder had the mystery element to him, whereas Johnny Depp had more of like. Kind of like that kind of creepy thing. I mean, if you think about it, we're talking about a man who's locked himself in a factory for decades with little tiny creatures. Like that's going to make a man weird.
Yeah. The new one's going to be good though.
The Wonka one. I mean, I was kind of surprised. I'm like, is that supposed to be a prequel to the Gene Wilder one, I think?
With the way the aesthetic is, I think
they are.
A lot of people are saying though if it was going to be a prequel to Wilder's,
Mhm. Yeah, that would have made sense because he looks like splitting image.
True.
Although we are going to see Jeremy Allen White in some at least one more thing later on this year because he is in the Iron Claw, which is scheduled to come out in December. It is, yeah. Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was coming out.
Yeah, Jeremy Allen White plays one of the Von Erich brothers. I think he plays Carrie. I think.
Nice.
Yeah, and then MJF is also playing Lance, the quote-unquote not true Von Erich. Like, that'll make sense later on, like, in the context of the story. Don't want to give too much away, but MJF is in the movie as well. He was actually credited as an executive producer of the movie, which
really?
I don't know what strings he pulled to get that, but
That's cool.
It's going to be crazy, though. But yeah, like, I love Jeremy Allen White. Like, I watched all of The Bear on Hulu, and oh my lord.
I've seen clips of that show.
That man
it looks so good.
It is so sad. It is. How do I say this? It's amazing, but it's like emotional trauma every episode.
That's what a lot of modern day shows are, though. That are
Oh
really
yeah.
good.
I mean, it's an amazing show. Like that kid can act. Holy smokes. I was gonna say I know I've seen Shameless, but I can never remember that much of it. But like with the
Funny enough, we
Oh,
were actually
snap.
talking about this show yesterday. Me and Noah. He pointed out something that
Yeah.
ruins my brain.
The live action Dragon Ball Evolution movie, the one
The one we don't talk about.
yes, the one that doesn't exist.
the main character in Shameless, the oldest sister was Bulma in that movie, and her car thief boyfriend was Goku.
Think about it. Think about it, Josh.
I am thinking about it. That's why I'm grimacing.
It's hurting the brain, isn't it?
Yes.
I don't know why I'm talking in this voice.
Yes, I'm just like, oh gosh, I don't know what to think right now.
It's hurting the brain, huh?
It
Don't
is.
worry.
It is hurting the brain a little bit.
Don't
I mean,
worry. It happened
I
to
mean,
me.
my brain will probably hurt a little bit more after Friday, because Black Friday I'm gonna go. I was gonna say,
Broke this week.
oh, so am I. Like straight up.
I don't even know how much I have left in my savings. I think I got like 300, maybe 400 left in my savings.
Yeah. No. See, like right now, I
What
have
poor
like.
financial decisions did you make this time?
I mean,
I was gonna say after my poor financial decision on Friday, right now I have like $40 to my name.
it wasn't a very poor financial decision, but I did order Ultimate Alliance 2 that came in yesterday.
Okay,
Oh.
Ultimate Alliance 2 is actually
That makes
pretty
sense.
good.
That makes
My
sense.
only complaint is the final mission sucks.
My game collection's complete. I have all the Spider-Man games. I have both Ultimate Alliance games.
Let's go.
It took.
Yeah, nah. Like I said, my only complaint about Ultimate Alliance 2 is the final mission sucks.
The fact that it was the weird Nick Fury robot and it ruined it.
Yeah. Honestly, though, my main man that I liked using in that one was Gambit. Gambit's sick with it in that game.
Cricket. I was gonna say I haven't played Ultimate Alliance 2 in a really long time, so I'm just like, ooh.
We need to get you a soundboard, Josh.
I know we do need a soundboard. Like some days I'm tempted to just like take sound bites just from everything I've like done in here, and just be like, I'm just gonna make my own bloody soundboard.
We need to make a compilation of all
I know.
the goofy stuff.
Of all the goofy sounds, yeah.
All the goofy sounds of the dumpster fire.
I was gonna say the official Dumpster Fire soundboard.
Yeah.
You guys remember? Well, Janice, do you remember Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 on the DS?
They made DS versions.
They
Yeah.
made DS versions of a lot of games.
Yeah,
Spider-Man
the
Thunder Foe, Spider-Man 3,
Need for Speed Most Wanted.
Shadow Shadows. What?
I was gonna say I remember the DS version of Black Ops, which I was like, what is this?
We don't talk about that. The zombies mode sucked.
I didn't actually get to play it.
I was gonna say
On the zombies mode, you take one hit, you're dead.
so funny thing, my first Call of Duty game that I actually went out and bought was Black Ops 1. But I didn't have a PS3 or a 360, so my first exposure to it was buying it on the Wii.
See, but the Wii port was pretty good from what I remember.
The Wii port was pretty good, but it wasn't until I actually bought a PS3 and then I bought it on my PS3 that I realized that to make the game easier to run, a lot of the missions in the campaign, they didn't cut them, but a lot of them, how do I say this? Like when you first get to Vietnam and your base gets attacked, they downgraded the visuals, but they also, some parts that you actually play in the game, you just kind of watch on the Wii, like the final mission when you have to storm the cargo ship.
Yeah.
Like in, you play it on the PS3 or the 360 or the PC, you actually fly your helicopter and you actually attack it. You
Yeah.
don't do that on the Wii. You watch them
Really?
attack, and then when when your helicopter gets hit and you jump out, that's when you actually start.
That's lame.
So they kind of changed, they like tweaked it a little bit, but also too the controls on the Wii were kind of wonky because I was literally doing it with the Wii zapper. So I was just like,
literally, one of the best parts of that final mission is using the helicopter.
Oh yeah, but I mean on the Wii they had to kind of scale it down a little bit, which made sense because
But
it was
I-
what it was.
I mean, that's when Nintendo, actually was careful when they, they made sure the game actually performed well.
Yeah.
And still looked well when they ported big titles to their consoles.
Yeah.
Unlike nowadays with Mortal Kombat 1.
I still think that was more of a NetherRealm thing, or at least some higher up, rather than Nintendo themselves. Because the thing with certification is certification doesn't necessarily mean that the game is going to look well. It just means that it runs at a state that won't fry your console.
But it doesn't
That's
even
all
perform
it means.
that well either.
True, it may not perform well, but as long as it doesn't crash your console or fry it, it'll pass certification. That's all certification means.
Cyberpunk.
Yeah, like Cyberpunk, like how do I say this? It ran like junk, but it didn't actually like kill anybody's PS4.
It almost.
Almost, but it
Killed
didn't. That's how it got through.
Rest in peace, Josh's PS4.
Oh yeah, no, it just sits there like glaring at me. Like when I play, because I have the Series X version of Cyberpunk now. Now it just looks like my PS4 looks at me and is like, "You couldn't have waited, huh?
Yeah, nah.
Like you couldn't have waited to play this on a better machine."
Yeah, nah. When the time comes, we should do like a Viking related funeral for that PS4.
I mean, my PS4 still works as a really good Blu-ray player, so
like I said,
I don't know if I'll ever get rid of
There's
it.
gonna be a time where that PS4 sees its last disc.
True. True. I just hope that when it finally does die, that it's not like in the middle of a movie,
Yeah.
and then I have to like figure out a way to bust it open and take my disc out, because that would not be fun.
What model do you have?
The Gen 1.
Ooh, yeah, that would be tricky.
Yeah,
'Cause
that,
if you
that
had
would
the
not be
Slim,
fun.
that'd be easy.
Well, yeah, the Slim's easy, but no, I have the Gen 1 because I was like, ooh, yeah, I'm
Right.
going to get this like a year after it came out.
Because then you really have to take it apart and then get to the disc drive.
Yes.
It-
How long ago did the PS4 release?
10 years ago. Actually,
10
this past
years.
weekend was actually the 10-year anniversary.
It's been 10
I
years.
bought my PS4 last year. I spent $535 on it.
Which one did you get?
The Spider-Man.
Oh, that's why.
The first one.
Oh, okay.
PS4, not the new one.
That's why.
Yes, Game Shop in the mall, B&R had it, and I just kind of was like, you know what?
You're like, fine.
I had $1,000, and I just did it.
And you're just like, do it.
I put off getting my license to buy that.
I've done worse.
Exactly.
Like, okay, so keep in mind, like this past weekend, so that was your poor financial decision. Mine was, I didn't think me and my buddy were actually going to be able to fight through the line and get tickets to When We Were Young, but we did. So I had the money set aside thinking, oh, just in case, although it's highly unlikely that me and my buddy will actually be able to get tickets because we've tried the last 2 years, no luck,
Then I'm talking
each year at the festival.
Then I'm talking to Josh on Friday.
And then, no joke, on Friday, I was in here helping out with an event, and my buddy's like, dude, do you have the money? And I'm like, why? And he's like, because I can get the tickets right now. Like, I literally have them in the cart. Venmoed him the money. $425. Yeah.
That'll be worth it though.
It'll be worth it, but how do I say this? I wasn't thinking it was actually going to work because the last 2 years we had no luck. Same thing with a lot of concerts here, even here in Colorado this year, me and my buddies just had no luck. So I thought, oh, it's going to be the same thing. Like, we're going to try, everything will be sold out. And we're like, oh, no, we didn't get in. But this time we did. So it's like, oh, I mean, awesome. Like, I'm so happy that we're going to go because it's going to be an absolutely insane experience. But at the same time, it's like, that's $400 that I wasn't planning on spending that I had earmarked just in case that are gone now. So I'm like, oh, well, more overtime.
I heard the voice crack.
Well, yeah, there was a good reason for the voice crack because good Lord.
The voice still cracked.
Let me check my bank account right now, just because I've been just kind of spending and not looking at how much I have.
That's risky, and that's coming from me.
Yeah, it's a bad habit I have.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm more cautious now, but I know because I have to be careful because with overtime, I lure myself into a false sense of security because I'm like, oh yeah, no, I made like, X amount more because I did a bunch of overtime. And then all of a sudden I look at my bank account, I'm like, oh, well, now I have to work more overtime because I didn't think I spent that much, but then it's like, oh, I did?
The mentality is, I'll go to somewhere, and if my card declines, I don't have enough money. That's how I know that I've spent too much.
Yeah, I was going to say, Noah, got to get close to the mic. All right. Starting to, or actually, you know what, Noah? We are going to, so this mic next to you on your left, we're going to move you to that one because that one was having issues the other day.
Sorry if y'all didn't hear Noah.
Play with that one. Now we have this one.
There we go. There we go.
Technical difficulties.
The mentality
Technical
is,
difficulties. The audacity on that mic to not work.
Missed
if
a
I
lot
go
of
somewhere
Noah
and I use my card, if my card declines, that's how I know I've spent too much money. I don't have enough to pay for everything. But if my card just keeps going, it's like, okay, cool, I still have enough.
Yeah. Like, I mean, since I work, like, my day job is taking customer service calls for a credit card company,
What's your night job, then? You said your day job.
I was going to say conquering the world. No, I'm kidding. But, anywho's.
What are you, the brain?
Maybe. But anywho's.
Are you his pinky?
Who would be my pinky?
Me.
Maybe. But anywho's, there's surprisingly a lot of people that I'll get that they don't realize that they went like way over the limit on their card until it actually stops working. And then it's like, why isn't my card working? You're $2,000 over limit, bro.
Two?
No, so keep in mind, the way that at least our cards are set up
True.
is that they let you go over limit by about 20% just to cover like any emergencies and such. But once you hit that 20% threshold, at that point it doesn't matter. Like, it will stop the card. Like, no matter what you do, it won't go through until you bring it back down under the limit. And a lot of people, either they don't know how much their limit actually is, or they just keep going, and then they're like, why isn't it working? It's like, well, you're over limit. And it's like, well, if your credit line is $10,000, but you spent 12. I spent 12? Yes, you did. So it's always kind of like a slippery slope. Like me, whenever I try to make my purchases, I don't make the big ones I do, like, out of my money. I don't do the credit cards because I'm like, that is a very slippery slope, and that will mess a lot of people up.
True.
Yeah, like the tickets for when we were Young Fest, like that was my money. That was not the credit card because I'm like, no.
So what's the lineup for when we were Young Fest?
Oh, it is absolutely ridiculous. Obviously, the main headliners, it's going to be My Chemical Romance performing the Black Parade, like front to back.
Are you gonna wear your Black Parade get up?
It's October, so it's still hot in the middle of Vegas, so that's probably not a good idea. Like at night, maybe.
Do it.
At night, maybe, but during the day, like, no, I'll roast to death. So I don't know yet. I'm like, unless I do like some kind of like hybrid outfit, I'll figure it out. I still got almost a year to figure it out.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
like,
you got time.
I got time. I mean, like, if it was gonna be cold, like during the day, if it was only gonna be like 50 degrees, like outside all day, then yeah, I'd probably take the jacket with me.
You never know the weather. Weather's hard to predict.
It's a desert.
But still, weather's hard to predict.
That's
True.
only in this state.
Yeah,
our state's one of the only bipolar states.
Yeah, I was.
It can be
say,
raining
like
in 5
Vegas,
minutes from now.
Homie,
and
you
then...
were there. The weather never changed the entire time we were there.
Colorado, you could experience all the seasons in one day.
Absolutely.
Actually, that kind of happened yesterday.
Did it?
A little. It was actually kind of warm for like literally like the first half of the day.
Yeah.
Then it was freaking freezing.
Yeah, no, I was going to say, like, yesterday, it was weird because, like, in the morning, it was windy when I went to the gym, but it wasn't cold.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
but
windy.
then,
just annoying.
But, like, I got back home, I got cleaned up, and then when I actually went to go work at the site, there was frost on my Jeep, and I was like, this was, like, 2 hours ago that I got back home. Like, what is going on? And then, like, coming back home, like, the sun had already gone down, so it was cold again. I was like, oh, man, here we go. And we have been going ahead and talking here for a little while. However, just to tease our little segment here, I was able to pull up Blow Me Away by Breaking Benjamin, and that's going to play next. If you're a Halo 2 fan, you'll definitely know this song. And it will tie into our next segment when we come back. Like I said, a legend from 2007 has returned, and you're all going to know about it, and we're all going to try something incredible.
And
Stay tuned.
Some music.
And now, some music.
And
we are back on the Dumpster Fire 4.0, part of AIM Student Radio, the way radio should be. I am Josh, here with Janice and Noah.
Yes, sir.
How we all doing?
We are here. We are tired, but we are about to liven it up here a little bit on the second hour of the show. So I had teased the return of a legend, and now I shall deliver. Mountain Dew has re-released the original Game Fuel that was made all the way back in 2007 for the release of Halo 3.
Let's go.
Let's go. They've released other variations of Game Fuel over the years. They would partner for like Call of Duty or for Diablo and such. But they had never brought back like the original flavor until now. And I managed to pick some up. There's a Walgreens over by where I work. So I was able to snag a bottle, and we're going to go ahead and taste it here, the Legend itself. Right now, I'm just going ahead and opening up the bottle, praying it doesn't explode.
I still have a Pepsi in my bag from the event with Dan yesterday. I thought I emptied all of them out.
It did not explode.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, no, I was
Careful,
worried
SpongeBob.
because on Friday I brought a bottle of Sprite Cranberry in, and that one did explode.
Right? We were literally like, careful, SpongeBob. Careful, SpongeBob. Can't be wasting that good stuff.
Josh,
cannot
as
be
he's
wasting
twisting
good
it, just no.
Wait.
All right, T.
There you go.
Babies.
Thank you.
All right, so here we go. The Legend, the original Mountain Dew Game Fuel.
What flavor is it supposed to be?
According to the bottle, it's Mountain Dew with the blast of citrus cherry flavor with other natural flavors.
I can definitely taste the cherry.
Oh yeah, there's definitely cherry in there.
I do not miss that. I've missed this flavor.
So have I. I consumed so much of it when Halo 3 came out. It's not even funny.
Do you know that How to Train Your Dragon meme?
Which one?
You're as beautiful as the day I...
Oh yeah, you are as beautiful as the day when I lost you. Yep. That is literally
There's
me
the
right now.
citrus.
Like, I need to see if they have anything else, because I've seen the little bottles. I haven't seen any 2 liters or cans.
Oh,
If they
there's
made-
cans.
Are
They
there
got
cans?
cans. They got 12 packs over at the 7-Eleven in LaSalle.
Good to know.
Good to know. I was gonna say, now if they did like what Sam's Club did, and they did like the 36 pack of Baja Blast, but if they did it with Game Fuel,
Poor financial choices again.
yes.
You know what, boys?
those are
I think I
worthwhile
might do that tonight.
poor
I might just go
financial
buy the
choices.
12 pack.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I'm gonna have to go look around now, because dude, I want a 12 pack of this, because I took it for granted when it originally came out, because I thought it would be around forever, and then it wasn't, and then they kept releasing different variations of Game Fuel depending on the game that was coming out.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I missed the original.
And then like after like my freshman year of high school, they like quit producing.
Yeah,
Game
they
Fuel for
stopped
me.
doing Game Fuel, and then they brought the Game Fuel name back, because that's what they were doing with their energy drinks. And it was cool because the Game Fuel energy drinks were actually really cool, because the can itself, the lid was, or you pulled the tab was resealable, so you could close it up again and then open it back up. And they were actually really good. Like, I would actually play those while gaming, because then at that point they turned Game Fuel into actual Game Fuel.
Yeah.
But they never brought this back until now, which I'm extremely excited for.
G Fuel.
I was gonna say, I'm actually gonna pull up the original the Game Fuel energy drinks right now. I'm just pulling up a picture, because people they weren't around for very long. This was before they actually started doing Mountain Dew energy drinks. So a lot of people are like, no, you're capping, and I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, these were real.
For a very long time. It was.
Yeah, see, like, here it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
Like, it wasn't for very long, but there they are. Yeah, see, my favorite was like the original flavor one. Yeah, but they don't have them anymore. They're all discontinued, which is kind of a bummer. What on earth? Wow, I'm discovering more. I didn't realize that. So they did the Baja Blast Mountain Dew Energy, which I still have quite a few cans of, because I hardly ever drink them for reasons. And it looks like they made a Code Red variation of Mountain Dew Energy. Well, now I know. But
More-
I mean, looking
more
right
poor
now.
financial choices.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, that's just the given. That's just part of the show. But yeah, the original Mountain Dew Game Fuel, like, I had like cases of these for a while, and yeah, they're gone.
I think I only ever had one. And I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of mid.
I actually liked the rush that it gave you, but we know that they were real, and now they brought back like the original energy drink, or not the energy drink, the
Original
soda, which I'm happy about, which means I'm gonna have to stock up on more.
Because honestly, the soda was way better.
You know what
It
Mountain
was.
Dew can finally do since they've brought it back after so many years?
What?
The dude.
Keep it?
Hard gamer fuel.
That just seems like a bad idea. Like, I already consume a lot of a hard Mountain Dew on a regular basis. Like,
Y'all missed the pun I made.
no, I know what you meant. But also,
I heard
they,
you.
how do I say this? There's a liquor store right down the road from my house, and they have the tall boy cans of the Baja Blast hard Mountain Dew. And every time I go, I just make sure that though they keep selling those, because I keep buying them, and I have like 3 of them just right now sitting in my fridge. Because I always got to be prepared, Never know what can happen.
True.
Yeah. Although I will say, trying to play Mountain Dew while drinking the hard Mountain Dew, or trying to play RoboCop while drinking the hard Mountain Dew, that's hard. Especially when it's the tall boy can,
I've yet
and
to
you've
try
already had a
it.
couple, and you're like, oh geez, like, oh man, this is
RoboCop
not
or
as
the
easy.
Mountain Dew?
Point is, it's tricky to aim. You're just like, whoa, hello.
No, Noah said that he hasn't tried it. I'm talking about RoboCop or the Mountain Dew.
Both.
Both? Okay.
That's right.
They're both the hard Mountain Dew's delicious. The RoboCop, how do I say this? There's a reason it didn't cost $70, but that's good because how do I say this? The game itself, it's a AA game. It's not a AAA. But also it understands the assignment. You are RoboCop, there are bad guys. Here's your Auto 9, go. That's literally all it is. That's all it is, but it's just fun.
No mercy.
No mercy. Like, how do I say this? They even took some of the kills from the movies, and you can actually pull them off in the game, which are hilarious. Like with the data spike, you can actually like punch somebody with it. And then also too, if you shoot at a certain body parts, they will literally act the same way they do in the movies, and it is actually an achievement if you hit
telling
them.
me you could recreate that scene.
You can recreate that scene.
Dude.
That's been
I
too
did
long.
it.
What scene are you talking about? It's been too
The
long.
crotch shot.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. It was how do I say this? Because in the original movie, this guy is holding a girl hostage, and RoboCop has to do like a very precise shot to hit the guy and not the girl, and he gets him, and it's just right down there. But in the game, you can actually reenact it, and it's actually an achievement that you can unlock if you hit him.
That's actually.
They
kinda
actually literally respond the exact same way. Like they took the scream from the movie that the guy makes in the animations as he's falling down, and they do it in the game, and it's hilarious.
Speaking of, brutal deaths, a terrifying death screen came in the works of a game that came out
so
this year.
in Alan Wake 2, I mean, there have been some, how do I say this, like the Arkham games, they weren't really scary, like game over screens, but they were taunting.
They were chilling, especially in Arkham Knight.
But they were more like they were taunting you because they got you, They were more like, haha. Whereas Alan Wake 2, and of course Remedy decided not to tell anybody this until the game was released, but in Alan Wake 2, if you are Alan and you die, the game over screen, because what Alan Wake has is the graphics are insane, but they also blend in random live action scenes, like the guy who looks like Alan Wake, like that's actually an actor that plays Alan Wake, like it is face and it is his body and it is his voice, so it's literally the guy. It's a live action shot, but it's basically he is dead, but they do it in such a way that with the makeup and with the like VFX that they did to make it look like his head was kind of squishied. Mm-hmm. And it is very gross. It is very sudden, and it lingers on that for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and like flashes back and forth.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
normal him and then.
Yeah, it's like him before the crush and afterwards, and it is frightening. Like if you're not expecting it, because Remedy did not tell anybody that this was in there until people actually went out, bought the game, and it's like, oh, they died. Oh, that's freaky.
Well, of course, in horror games you can't give the audience everything before the game comes out.
Oh no, I mean there's still probably stuff that people are figuring out about Alan Wake 2 because it is a crazy game.
Yeah.
Like I've seen a lot of the gameplay of it. I still need to buy the game because I have way too many games I gotta burn through right now. Like I still gotta finish Spider-Man. They put the Dead Space remake on Game Pass, and I've been playing that on my Xbox. I've been playing obviously I've been playing RoboCop, so I'm like I got like 3 games going all at once.
I want to play that.
Funny thing about the Dead Space remake.
Why?
I started it. I think I'm in chapter 2 or 3, and then I saw that the new Yakuza came out on Game Pass, and that's where all my focus
Oh yeah, no, I've been playing that too.
I'm almost done. I'm on chapter 4. I'm almost.
You better,
I think I'm almost done with it.
You better finish Dead Space.
I will.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Although I will
Once
say
I finish my
Dead Space-
replays of Yakuza.
Dead Space
Really?
is on sale right now. for Black Friday. It is on sale right now. I believe it's $35 if you actually want to buy the game.
You disappoint me, no.
Janice, it's okay. It won't take 90 hours to beat Zero this time. I'm playing on
goodness.
Legend difficulty with, New Game Plus. So
Okay.
Honestly, it took this band 2 years to beat Metal Gear Rising.
yes,
Oh.
but that's because the game wasn't interesting
But
to
the
me.
game's only 7 chapters.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. I've
You
never
would-
played a Metal Gear up till then. Okay, it wasn't. I mean, I
Yeah,
just
but
kind of
that
bought
one
it on a
don't-
whim.
That one don't play like the other Metal Gears.
I bought it on a whim. It was $5. I was like,
You bought it for the memes, huh?
pretty much.
Metal
Shame.
Gear.
No shame.
I do need to play the Dead Space remake, because Dead Space does have horrifying death scenes. 'Cause
Yes.
as you're dying, you just watch Isaac.
You just watch your character get demolished.
Oh, yes.
scream
Trust
in
me,
pain.
Yeah.
I'm
Same
stuck in a
thing
part that I'm
with,
dying a lot.
So The Last of Us, it has sometimes it'll cut out like right before it gets too gross, but depending on what you're facing in the game, sometimes you will actually see the whole thing. Like in the second game, there's a couple of parts where you have to jump off some like high structures into water. And if you don't hit the right spot, you will actually hit like the bottom of the river where there's a bunch of rocks, and you actually see your character kind of go splat.
Tomb Raider.
Tomb
the
Raider, the
Square
reboots
Enix-
have some gross ones.
Yeah, like the beginning of the first reboot
Yeah.
game. When you're going down the river, there's that part if you mess up, you see Laura literally get.
Yeah, you literally
Stabbed
see her
in
get
the throat.
impaled, and it's no, there are just some like crazy ones. Obviously, like sometimes developers, you can tell they like have fun with them sometimes, and who could ever forget like the classic, GTA ragdolls if you do just something beyond ridiculous. Or it's like you're driving a convertible, and it's like, oh, what happens if I hit this semi truck? Assuming the semi truck doesn't explode, like your character is just like wee. You just see him go wee for a while.
Even without the ragdolls, like GTA does have some funny stuff. Like,
Oh,
who
yeah.
can forget the infamous swing glitch in GTA 4?
Oh, the swing.
I was thinking of the cutscene in 5 where everyone's meeting at the observatory.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that.
I thought he was with you.
Ooh. They're just fun. Gaming is fun.
He
we
got
all
a little
game.
Very
angry.
fun.
So I kind of got a little angry.
Oh man. I was gonna say, however, it looks like the wait is not long now. In December, we are finally getting a look at GTA 6.
I give it
Yes,
2 weeks
sir.
from now.
I'm saying the Game Awards.
The timing
makes sense.
The timing is just too
They said
coincidental.
they said December, so I'm saying the Game Awards.
They announced it as like literally right before the Game of the Year nominees came out.
Yeah.
And
So,
the big
it's
thing
gotta
in
be the Game
December
Awards.
where you that's when you know to reveal your game.
Yes.
GTA 6 2025 Game of the Year. I'm calling it 2025 or 2026.
I'm saying
is when it will
2024.
actually release.
I'm saying late 2024. The reason I say it is because I think they waited so long to do it because I think they wanted to avoid, because remember what happened with GTA 5 and Red Dead 2, that they announced them and then we had to wait like another 2 years to actually get them because they delayed each one multiple times.
Yeah.
I think what they're doing is they stayed so quiet about it, so they're not going to like reveal anything until it's practically like nearly done, or it's at a point that it doesn't need more than a year. Like if they're in like the QA stages now, that all that's left is just some polishing and making sure everything's good before they send it into production. That's my guess. Obviously I could be wrong. Rockstar does whatever Rockstar chooses to do, so we'll see. But I mean, personally, I'm just I'm excited just because it's like finally we get more GTA. It's like, and Rockstar will actually be doing other projects now because it seems they pretty much confirmed that we are going to get a Red Dead 3 at some point.
Yeah.
I really hope it picks up with Jack Marston. Like, I get his story kind of concluded by the end of the first one.
Yeah.
Because he found Ross. But I think that something could happen where, like, let's say randomly, for whatever reason, someone from 1 or 2 survives, one of the villains. Let's say Micah survived.
Yeah.
Very unlikely, but Rockstar could pull something like that.
If they when they do a Red Dead 3, I honestly think they shouldn't do anything Marston related. I think they should leave that storyline alone.
And just go new.
Yeah, make something new. Like, put Easter eggs relating to the Marstons. Because that's kind of what they did in Red Dead 1. They put
Well,
stuff that involved.
I was gonna say one was
Easter
all the
eggs.
Marstons, two was all of Arthur Morgan's story, and then the whole thing with the Vanderlyn
Yeah.
gang.
Honestly,
'Cause in
I could
Red-
see 3 being Dutch.
3 would actually, I would love to see like a Dutch origin, like how Dutch became Dutch.
Because obviously those who truly know, Red Dead Redemption is not the first Red Dead game.
Yeah,
Red Dead Revolver was.
true.
In Red Dead Redemption, there are Easter eggs leading to Red Dead
To Revolver.
Isn't Uncle in the Red Dead games? Isn't that supposed to be Red from Red Dead Revolver?
I think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, and then there, like, when you go to certain campfires and like hear people tell stories, they tell
Yeah,
stories
it's all stuff
of,
in Revolver.
of events that happen in Revolver.
Yeah, so I mean, we could see what they do. It is going to be, just kind of interesting to see what Rockstar does overall, because let's be honest, they have more money than they know what to do with. I mean, GTA Online is just a cash cow for them.
Yeah.
So they're not going to be hurting for money anytime soon, even if, because the rumor was that they spent $1 billion on development for GTA 6.
That's just a
They're
rumor.
not. I honestly think I'm pretty sure they made that back just off of the shark cards off of GTA Online,
Yeah,
and
'cause
then plus the sales of like everything.
'Cause anytime they release an update,
Oh yeah, everybody buys the updates. Like when they did the PS5 and Series X versions of GTA 5. Of course, everybody bought those. Everybody wanted the latest version of GTA Online.
because they always offer new features too.
They do.
I've been considering buying, or at least installing the next gen update for GTA Online.
I'm debating it just because I played online on the PS4 version a ton, but at the same time knowing how much space it takes up, because you can get like a physical copy of the PS5 version of GTA 5 for like $20.
Yeah.
So it's not that expensive, but I'm just like, am I really going to take up this much hard drive space?
But nowadays,
again?
nowadays you can literally just purchase just GTA Online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
like
what I'm
having
talking
both,
about.
though.
Is like I want to get just the online to see the difference.
Oh,
But I
okay.
also know that you can't play that version of online with people who, like, let's say they're on the Series X or the
Yeah.
PS5 and they're still using last gen's version
Yeah.
of GTA 5. Even if you're on the same console but you're using the last gen copy,
Yeah.
it doesn't work. You can't play together.
Yeah, it's not a cross gen, I don't think.
Yeah, no, because there's features.
Yeah, I
in the
think
new
it's
gen that you-
cross play, but not cross gen. Yeah, it's not like how COD is, where if you're playing the PS4 or the PS5 version, you can still play in the same lobbies.
Yeah, because but honestly though, like even though Call of Duty has that, the servers are still unstable. You'll
I was gonna
randomly
say,
get
I still-
crashes. It'll randomly try to connect you to a room that's already full.
Mm-hmm.
That happens to me too often. I'm like, why'd you try to put me in the room?
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say it's like I don't know there. I haven't really obviously I haven't played Modern Warfare 3. Don't really plan to, because I mean
It
it's
honestly
it's
doesn't
starting to
look
get
that good. The
for-
campaign doesn't even look that good.
I mean, like I know the campaign because I ended up watching like the gameplay because I wanted to see what happened in the story.
I just wanted to see no rush, and honestly, I was. How
They-
do you mess up a really cool mission?
How do I say this? Like, I think my thing with it is because they try to throw in elements of like other modes of the game into the campaign, and it doesn't really work. Like, for example, like in Modern Warfare 2, when you're doing the truck chase later on in the campaign, like that's some Warzone stuff right there. In the campaign of Modern Warfare 3, some of the missions later on where they're like, oh, you can take an open-ended approach to your objective. So it's like, so Warzone is basically what it is. And it's like, guys, it's a because a lot of times like the original Call of Duty campaigns, as fun as they are, they're really linear. Like there is nothing wrong with doing a linear campaign.
Yeah, because like MW2 was pretty linear. There were some missions where you had options to do things a little different,
Yeah.
but it wasn't that open.
Yeah, no, whereas with 3 there are some missions that they're like, oh, you can go this way and that way, and it's like, it's like that's Warzone.
But
Like if I want to do that, I'll go play Warzone. That's
like,
just
here's
my
this-
thing.
Here's this giant map for your entire campaign mission. Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, which I mean, how do I say this? On paper, it sounds like a good idea,
But this
but
is Call of Duty
yeah.
we're talking about.
but also if you keep in mind the fact that if the rumors are true and Sledgehammer literally only had 16 months start to finish to make Modern Warfare 3 because it was originally supposed to be
Be an
just a
update.
DLC and an update for Modern Warfare 2, I have a feeling that they did like the Warzone-esque missions to just try to like pad the length of everything and just be like, so then they didn't have to develop as many missions and just be like, oh yeah, here you go.
Because the Modern Warfare 2 campaign was good.
Two was a fun campaign. Like it seemed like they set it up to have like a crazy ending, but now that we know that the campaign is very, very short in 3, and they left it basically to squeeze. They basically left it in such a way that they can literally squeeze a 4th game out if they want to.
Also, the zombies cutscenes suck because like normally with zombies, you know, you choose the map, you work your butt off to get the Easter egg, do weird challenges. Even to unlock the Pack-a-Punch, and you know you get a cool cutscene that relates to the map, you know, that completes the story of the map.
Yep.
Well, now they turned zombies into basically DMZ mode, and there's like 20 squads working together, and you have to be the last one to exfil, and then you just get a cutscene in the process.
Oh yeah, no, it's absolutely.
And honestly, the storyline sucks.
Like, I don't know how to say this. Like,
The most modern zombies I have played was, I think, Cold War.
Cold War Zombies was the last good zombies.
yeah, I was gonna say like it took me a second to get used to how they did it in Cold War, but then I actually really did like it.
Because honestly, Sledgehammer, quit doing zombie modes.
I think Treyarch helped with the zombie mode in Modern Warfare 3.
They probably didn't have a lot
Speaking of Modern Warfare 3, Call of Duty and Burger King team up to bring a limited time skin to Modern Warfare 3. Purchase the
Oh.
Bacon Feast Whopper for some in-game rewards, and
They
it's
did
just a
this
Burger King crown for your
They
operators
did this
and a
last
chain.
year. They did this last year.
This might have been a fever dream or some fake thing that I thought I saw. Wasn't the Burger King, like the King outfit, wasn't that an operator skin or was that just a mod?
That was, I think that was,
mod.
I think that was an actual outfit. Was the King? No, this one is just the crown.
That is
Oh,
like at least
Yo.
last year you had
you got me craving Burger King though.
you had a
That's
bur-
not good.
you had
Damn
a-
it.
They're made up.
You want to go after the show?
There's a
I'll
party that kind
drive.
of wants to go.
I'll
Oh.
drive if you want.
I'm trying to think where the nearest one is.
So last year
There's the one over
Burger
by
The
King.
Walmart.
Burger King did something similar, but
Yeah,
it
yeah,
was
no,
like
you're
a
right.
whole like burger town because
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah,
burger,
yeah,
that's
the burger
place.
town.
Gonzalez, protect the Burger Town.
No, so it's funny because in the original Modern Warfare 2, wow, I feel so weird still that we have to differentiate them.
Yeah, I know.
The original Modern Warfare 2, so the 360 version and the PS3 version,
Goated.
they are goated. How do I say this? You go in there and you see the pictures, and it is literally the Burger King menu. They just changed it to Burger Town, but it's literally the Burger King menu, and you see the pictures, and that's just the Burger King menu back in the day. In the remaster, they changed them around
To the modern menus.
to where they kind of look like the Burger King menus, but they're not. Whereas, like in the original one, it was the Burger King menu. They just
Yeah,
switched it
that
to
kinda
Burger
thing.
Town.
And also, I think there's something wrong with my Modern Warfare 3.
Oh,
put
I
the
love
disc-
my
I
meme.
put the disc in, okay, and it showed
Yeah.
me the old Modern Warfare 3.
No, I love the meme. So I took down the one that I did, and then I put it up again. But instead, I put, "Hey guys, I think it was too good to be true. This guy sold me Modern Warfare 3 for $12." But it was the menu screen of the original, and I got people dying.
I don't
on
think I
that
got
one.
the day one patch.
Oh yeah, no, because I did that one first, but like people didn't get it,
I know.
so then I had to switch it around. and
I got it like the second you posted.
like
I'm
you did, because you've been
"Ah."
around long enough that you remember there was a Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah, so that's the good Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah. No, and then the first comment I got when I put the meme back up was just like, "Don't upgrade it." And I'm like, "Okay, good. I won't."
No. Wait.
No, so I tripped a bunch of people up because I have my Xbox account linked to my Discord, and it always shows what game you're playing. I was playing the original Modern Warfare 3 on my Xbox when that day, and a lot of people were all tripping up. People would just randomly be like, "Hey, dude, let's jump online onto a match," and I'm like, "I'm not playing your Modern Warfare 3.
I'm playing the OG.
I'm playing the OG." I'm like, "If you want to jump on there, we can."
All my Discord probably ever reads is either on Spotify or playing the man who erased his name.
No, mine
But-
is
Half the time
like
with you and I would
Spotify
view it
or
as
a game.
Last year with you, it was mainly Clone Hero.
Yeah, I'm trying to get back into Clone Hero and just regular guitar in general. I've been slacking hard.
Ooh.
I'm gonna quote Back to the Future real quick. You look like a slacker.
Well, we have been going ahead and talking here for a while, so actually that about does it here for our show today. So we will be back next week. Everybody have a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
And be safe for
Eat
Black
plenty
Friday.
of food. Be safe on Black Friday.
Take a taser with you. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I do
Kidding.
not want to promote anything like that. Be safe.
Be safe.
Be responsible.
I mean, because I know I'm going to be out there on Black
And if
Friday.
you get a
so
if you get a console, run.
Run for dear life.
run for dear life.
That's what literally when the PS4 came out, my
Oh,
dad got
man.
one. He was the second person in Greeley
The
to get a PS4.
this was like 2 years ago,
Yeah.
maybe 3 years ago. My brother went Black Friday shopping. He was there at Walmart when one of the people got like trampled when the store opened.
Because
Yeah, nah.
so it's weird. So there's a lot of stores that aren't open on Thursday. Like Walmart's one of them. I think Target's one of them now too. I think. But Friday they'll be open.
Yeah, nah. But when my dad got the PS4, he purchased it
Yeah.
and everything. The cashier put it in a black bag and just simply told him,
Just run.
run.
Yeah. But well, that about does it here for the show today, folks. So we will be back next week. Enjoy it. Be safe. Don't do anything too crazy on Thanksgiving.